welcome to Messier Mantra. I'm your host, Mike Messier. Normally, I'm interviewing a very special guest right here on the show. This time, I'm sharing teasers and trailers from films that I've made myself. Now, the first one we're going to see today is titled The Impeccable. I co-produced this with Kim Kaling, a good friend of mine, and I also wrote and directed the piece. My editor and DP, Tim Labonte, and I just got together yesterday to work on this brand new 1-minute trailer from the movie. The movie stars Ashley Shea as Auntie Clarice, a former Messier Mantra guest, Naria Zakarian, as Denise the niece, and a new friend of mine, Adam Lamfram-Bays, a very talented stage and screen actor, as the rogue Henry. We filmed this piece back on May 5th of 2018. We're just now sending it to festivals throughout the world. And Tim and I got together just very recently to put together the 1-minute trailer for The Impeccable. And I want to do something special, so I thought, let's share it right here on Messier Mantra. Here it is, the world debut of The Impeccable trailer, right here on Messier Mantra.
Man in the Camera Films and Standstill Pictures are proud to present an elegant design of social commentary. A delightful romp into the minds, hearts, souls, and loins of the illustrious, elusive upper crust. Join your friends, the aunt.
You don't know what it's like to claw, to beg, to even live. Just a bit.
The niece.
I only want what's best for the family, Auntie. For our legacy.
The rogue.
Because while our fresh corpses might one day rot into earth, what will we be?
For this ravishing, yet some might say revolting exercise in excess and intrigue, The Impeccable.
You just saw The Impeccable trailer. Now, a lot of people wonder what's the difference between a trailer and a teaser. And my answer to that, my own personal opinion on that, is that a trailer is highlights from a film, sound bites, clips from a film that's actually finished. Whereas a teaser is a little more open-ended. A teaser might also refer to a trailer that I just described, or it might be just a little window into the project, a little clip or something that kind of whets your appetite without necessarily being footage from the actual project. Now, to illustrate this, we'll use my own project, Blood Sugar Sedace, once again in conjunction with Standstill Pictures. This piece I wrote, directed, and produced. What we're going to see first here is the teaser. We released this about a year before the film came out. Let's check out the Blood Sugar Sedace teaser starring Lawrence O'Leary.
What do I care what world I am in, as long as I'm in your arms? The world with its wonders means nothing to me without your wonderful charm.
Now, what we just saw was the teaser to Blood Sugar Sedace. Now, when the film was actually finished, we did release a more traditional trailer. So here's the trailer of Blood Sugar Sedace using clips from the actual film.
This is my attempt at a low-budget, character-driven psychological drama. This is my story.
You don't have a story to tell.
This is the cross I bear. These are the things I do.
Of your lies. The lies God speaks through your mouth.
Judge me not.
If I were to die, could you exist?
The Creator is more than his creations.
I am this chosen one. I do the things you do. When they laugh at you, I kill them in my heart.
I lie to tell the truth because no one hears my screams!
There was a time when I thought no one else had thoughts, ideas, dreams.
I am not myself today. Today, I feel like someone else.
You. A waste of my potential. You.
A waste of my blood.
I always wanted to be a writer.
Not a writer that wrote for himself.
I wanted to be a writer that wrote for money.
Big money. Hollywood type of money.
We cross out lines in the old rule book, create our own games, and laugh and die at our own jokes. I want to be free.
His was what it was not supposed to be.
The fun thing about trailers is you can kind of re-edit them and use them in different ways. For Blood Sugars Today says promotion, what we've done is also highlight each main character with their own mini preview. So let's check out the Meet Sid preview from Blood Sugars Today's.
I always wanted to be a writer.
Not a writer that wrote for himself.
Or for his friends.
Or for the joy of writing.
Or for the government. I wanted to be a writer that wrote for money.
Big money. Hollywood type of money.
Let me tell you about art. It's the greatest thing in the world. There could be war, there could be death. Mothers could be burying their sons. But if one great painting came from it, it would all be worth it. That's how precious art is.
The type of writer who writes big box office movies.
Eventually I'd get so big I wouldn't have to actually write. I would just commission a screenplay and put my name on it. I would hire young lackeys to work for me and slave through the night in my air-conditioned office with nothing but coffee, donuts, Mountain Dew, and pizza as their fuel. And they'd all be happy to work for me, eventually.
A few of them would pair off and fuck each other?
And gain confidence in their own abilities and ego feed off each other until they decided to walk and expose me to Oprah or the internet or whatever one gets exposed to at that point. I would deny.
Deny?
Deny until I released my own tell-all book, which would have a ghostwriter. I have nothing to say. It kills me.
In Blood Sugars Today's, we just saw Laurence O'Leary in his Meet Sid preview. We also highlighted Sugar, played by Stacey Forbes. Let's check out the Sugar preview from Blood Sugars Today's.
Where did he go?
What do we do?
Clean the slate? Remove the slate? Our environment is poison. What is your safe place? In your home? Out of your home? In your state? Out of your state? In your mind?
You are unusual.
Unusual is a good thing. When everyone else is wrong.
I think we're alone now.
Yes, we are alone.
All alone. And what's it like to be alone?
Our other female lead was a fantastic actress named Jamie Tennille. Her rendition of Blood was just captivating to me. Let's check out Jamie Tennille's Blood preview right here on Messier Mantra.
This is my church. The church of discussion.
God is in the details.
No. God is in the raised voice of disbelief. God is in the difference of opinion. God is in the resonance that says silently, I don't believe a word of what you say, but I love hearing you say it. God is my enjoyment of your lies, the lies God speaks through your mouth.
Judge me not.
For what I say, but how I say it.
With wisdom and poise.
I sell you on my own religion. I make you a witness to my prosecution against the preordained logic.
What is and what isn't
can here be decided.
We are the ones
that write the New Testament.
We cross out lines in the old rule book, create our own games, and laugh and die at our own jokes. I want to be free.
In Blood Sugar Sid Ace, the Ace character was kind of the younger version of Sid. This character of Sid is reflecting on his life, and he's kind of reinventing himself through the younger version of himself. Let's check out Adam Bucksbaum as Ace.
I'm not myself today. Today, I feel like someone else.
Someone who?
Someone who actually cares about things. Usually I don't. I hate everything.
That's pretty sad.
Sad?
It's not happy.
If I wanted to be happy, I'd take a pill. Do you take any?
Pills?
Yes.
Yes.
Do they make you happy?
They make me quiet.
Welcome back to Messier Mantra. We're enjoying the Mike Messier Man in a Camera Films teaser trailer party. In 2014, I joined a group called the Rhode Island South Filmmakers Group, and the guy running that group was a guy named Chris Hunter. He was a very experienced DP, he had some new equipment, and we got together, collaborated on something called The Nature of the Flame. And the preview, the little teaser of The Nature of the Flame, came out a few months before the film was ready. Let's check it out right here on Messier Mantra. After we wrapped The Nature of the Flame, Chris Hunter and I once again collaborated on a piece called Disregard the Vampire. Now this piece originally started as a narrative, but due to some unforeseen circumstances with cast members and logistical equipment and so forth, the piece kind of became a documentary about what to do right and what to do wrong when making an independent film. The preview of the Disregard the Vampire documentary has been very well received. Let's check it out right here on Messier Mantra. This is the story of perseverance. This is the story of a cast and crew coming together despite all odds, even overcoming death, to form a project. Happy birthday to you. This is the story of people with names like Hunter, James, Croesa, Cord, and Muffin.
Scene 42, Crioza 1.
All putting aside their personal differences and backgrounds to merge into one team. This is the story of an unknown man, a man named Scorpio from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, a musician who put on an actor cape and flew in to save the day. This is the story of my cast, talented people with names like Gina, Anna, and Jose, who somehow I feel like I let them down.
Your regrets are for those that hurt other people, but shame is for those that hurt themselves.
This is my story. My name is Mike Messier, and I'm a struggling everything, trying to get somewhere, anywhere, to get beyond my own state and the state of Rhode Island. This is our story, and you can or cannot.
So I became a director. To control. Directing, I was the master of puppets.
If you're interested in seeing the entire Disregard the Vampire movie, you can find it easily enough on Mike Messier's YouTube channel. You can find it on Vimeo. Just look up Mike Messier. The whole 40-minute doc is there. The doc's been very well received. It's won an award from the Shauna Shea Memorial Film Festival for Best Documentary, and it's really been well received on the film festival circuit. Interestingly enough, from that same root footage, I was able to enlist an editor named Eileen Slavin, and Eileen put together a really great trailer for the project reboot called Distance from Avalon. Now, in the documentary, I discussed this, how I kind of changed the title of the piece to move the piece forward, give it a fresh start. But the actors, Anna Rizzo, Jose Gonzalez, and Scorpio, who was actually the very first guest right here on Messier Mantra, they were all kind enough to come and record audio voiceovers that were necessary for this 60-second clip. And I just discovered that this Distance from Avalon preview has played in many countries throughout the world and several film festivals through the great website Film Freeway. It's just a little calling card for the project, distancefromavalon.com. The website now exists. And also Avalonia Festival, a film festival based on this project, exists now too, which has really been very helpful to not only myself, but other filmmakers. So let's check out the Distance from Avalon trailer right here on Messier Mantra.
There, my man. It's just a matter of time. So you're the man of the house. Did I ever tell you about the man lost in the prison? He was a troubled man. Is that me? Am I that man in the prison? No, sir, you are not. Is that to disregard me? Do you mean to disregard me, sir?
No! No! No!
Prisoners of pain. And no one here gets out alive.
God, have you forsaken me?
Time before the dying and the dead reunite.
I want to thank everybody for watching this really interesting kind of retrospective on trailers and teasers. Trailers and teasers are aimed to push a movie forward, whether the movie is completed or whether it's still in the works, whether it's still seeking funds. I mean, sometimes you see people make a teaser in order to raise funds for the movie. They feel that if they give people a little vision into their world of what they're trying to do, that people would want to donate to the film and so forth. One project that I want to kind of wrap on is Dalmatian. Now, this is a 36-minute movie, which is kind of hard to place into film festivals because it's a little bit too long to be a short, it's a little bit too short to be a feature. But what I've discovered is that a new editor friend of mine, Anthony Sorrentino, was able to come in quick order make a 1-minute preview of Dalmatian, which has been pretty well received in its own right. The actors Jack Shea and Ashley Shea, Ashley you saw earlier in The Impeccable, are great friends of mine, and they really came through with this hard-hitting piece that I was able to write, direct, and produce for a pretty modest budget. Very happy with how this preview came together. Let's check out the Dalmatian 1-minute clip right here on Messier Mantra.
So, what else is going on, Doug?
Well, I've come to the conclusion that life is not so bad after all.
Really?
Yeah. For a while after I contemplated suicide, I was pretty depressed. But then I got over it.
Why the change?
Yoga.
Well, that's good. That's very good. Aren't you going to ask me how I am?
That was Dalmatian, the 1-minute version, edited by Anthony Sorrentino. Once again, I had help from Tim Labonte and Dave Young and Henry P. Gravel up in Massachusetts, making the whole entire piece really a team effort. And of course, Ashley Shea and Jack Shea as Carol and Doug, the couple in the piece. This episode of Messier Mantra has been very special to me because we've seen all these different collaborations I've experienced throughout the years here in New England. Different actors, writers, producers, directors I've worked with. Sometimes I'm the writer, director, and producer. Sometimes I'm teaming up with other people. But in any scenario, it's always good to kind of reflect and go back to these special moments. It really makes me feel good about it. As far as a mantra, so to speak, for this episode, I just say, give the people a little taste, but keep the whole taste to yourself. It's Mike Messier, Messier Mantra, the short film, teaser, trailer party, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for watching. You can see all these projects and more on MikeMessier.com. Thanks for watching Messier Mantra. We'll see you in 2019.